Viewer discretion is advised. The content in this video includes historical events and narratives that may be disturbing or unsettling to some audiences. Please proceed with caution. In a world where justice and corruption collide, uncover the shocking scandal that's tearing apart Jessup Correctional Institution from the inside out. What we've discovered will change everything you thought you knew about life behind bars. Breaking news: major scandal rocks Jessup Correctional Institution. In the heart of Maryland, nestled away from the bustling cities and vibrant landscapes, lies the Jessup Correctional Institution. Its story is a testament to the complexities of justice and the shadows it casts on human lives. This narrative, woven from the threads of history, speaks to the solemn reality that has defined Jessup since its inception. The origins of Jessup Correctional Institution trace back to the early 20th century, a time when America was grappling with its identity and the very fabric of its society. Established in 1879 as the House of Correction, it was initially intended to be a progressive step towards reforming convicts through labor and discipline. Yet, as the years unfolded, the institution became a mirror reflecting the darker aspects of incarceration. In the decades that followed, Jessup evolved, yet the essence of its purpose, reform versus punishment, remained at the heart of its existence. The facility was expanded and renamed several times, reflecting the changing attitudes towards crime and punishment. By the mid-20th century, it had become a sprawling complex, a city within a city, housing thousands of souls within its walls. The story of Jessup is not merely one of bricks and mortar, but of the lives that have passed through its gates. Each inmate carried a story, a series of choices and circumstances that led them to this point. The air within Jessup seemed to hum with their collective hopes, regrets, and fears, a somber melody that echoed in the silence of solitary cells and crowded dormitories alike. Throughout its history, Jessup has been a witness to the evolving nature of criminal justice policies. From the era of rehabilitation to the rise of mass incarceration, each policy left its mark on the institution, shaping the experiences of those within. The introduction of harsher sentencing laws in the late 20th century saw a significant increase in the prison population, straining its resources and exacerbating the challenges faced by inmates and staff alike. The turn of the millennium brought with it a wave of change, yet the shadows of the past lingered. Efforts to improve conditions and implement rehabilitative programs within Jessup were met with the stark reality of overcrowding and underfunding. The walls of Jessup, intended to protect society, also served as barriers to the reintegration of former inmates, casting long shadows over their futures. The challenges within Jessup were not confined to its inmates. The staff, tasked with the day-to-day operations of the facility, faced their own set of trials. Balancing security with humanity, they walked a tightrope, navigating the complexities of their roles within the penal system. Their stories, too, are interwoven with the fabric of Jessup, a reminder of the human element that pervades the institution. Amid the struggles and strife, there were moments of light within Jessup. Educational and vocational training programs offered a glimmer of hope, a chance for inmates to forge a new path. These programs, though limited in scope, represented the potential for redemption and transformation, the possibility of a life beyond the walls of the institution. Yet, for every story of success, there were countless others of despair. The cycle of incarceration affected not only the inmates but their families and communities. Children grew up without parents, relationships were strained or broken, and the stigma of imprisonment cast a long shadow over the lives of many. The issue of mental health within Jessup emerged as a critical concern, reflecting a broader crisis within the criminal justice system. Inmates struggling with mental illness often found themselves in a system ill-equipped to address their needs, leading to a cycle of suffering and recidivism. The halls of Jessup bore witness to the human cost of neglecting mental health, a somber chapter in its history. As the 21st century progressed, the call for reform grew louder. Advocates for criminal justice reform highlighted the conditions within Jessup and other institutions, urging a reevaluation of policies and practices. The focus shifted towards restorative justice, an approach that sought to heal rather than punish, to rebuild rather than incarcerate. Yet, change was slow, and the wheels of justice ground on with weary persistence. The stories of Jessup, both tragic and triumphant, continue to unfold, each one a reflection of the broader struggles within society. The institution, a microcosm of the world outside its walls, revealed the complexities of human nature, the capacity for both cruelty and compassion. In recent years, incidents within Jessup have drawn public attention, shedding light on the challenges that persist. Reports of violence, abuse, and neglect have surfaced, sparking outrage and calls for accountability. These stories, painful as they are, serve as a reminder of the work that remains to be done, the need for vigilance and advocacy in the pursuit of justice. The narrative of Jessup Correctional Institution is a mosaic of human experiences, each piece a story of loss, hope, failure, and redemption. It is a testament to the enduring spirit of those who have passed through its gates, a reminder of the indelible mark they leave on the tapestry of history. As the sun sets on Jessup, casting long shadows across its grounds, the institution stands as a solemn monument to the complexities of justice. It serves as a reminder of the consequences of societal neglect, the importance of compassion, and the enduring quest for a more just and humane world. In the quiet moments, when the clamor of daily life within Jessup subsides, the stories of those who have dwelled within its walls whisper in the wind. They speak of dreams deferred, of redemption sought but not always found, of the fragile line between right and wrong. The future of Jessup Correctional Institution remains uncertain, caught between the forces of change and the weight of history. As society grapples with the challenges of criminal justice reform, Jessup stands at the crossroads, a symbol of the past and a beacon for the future. In this story of Jessup, we find a reflection of our own struggles with justice, mercy, and redemption. It is a reminder of the work that lies ahead, the need to forge a path that honors the dignity of every human being, inside and outside the prison walls. As the night falls over Jessup, the institution sleeps, but its story does not end. It continues in the lives of those it has touched, a somber narrative that calls us to reflect, to remember, and to strive for a world where justice is tempered with mercy, and redemption is within reach for all. In the tale of Jessup Correctional Institution, we are reminded of the cost of neglect, the value of hope, and the power of change. It is a story that belongs not just to those within its walls, but to all of us, a chapter in the larger story of humanity's search for justice and compassion in an imperfect world. The story of Jessup is a somber reminder of the work that remains to be done, the lives that hang in the balance, and the enduring quest for a justice system that reflects the best of our values rather than the worst of our fears. As we look to the future, let the story of Jessup Correctional Institution serve as a call to action, a reminder of the importance of empathy, reform, and the belief in the possibility of redemption. It is a narrative that, despite its shadows, holds within it the light of hope, the promise of a better tomorrow for all who are touched by the criminal justice system. Thank you for joining us on this eye-opening journey inside Jessup Correctional Institution. If today's revelations moved you, sparked curiosity, or inspired change, don't stay silent. Share this video, join the conversation online, and let's push for transparency and reform together. Remember, change begins with awareness. Subscribe for more investigative content that brings light to the shadows. Together, we can make a difference. Until next time, stay informed and stay engaged.